Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with a first-hand account of the dangers facing rescuers searching for those trapped in a landslide. 4 people remain unaccounted for after the massive slide in BC roared down the mountain yesterday morning, engulfing everything in its path. Within seconds, the tiny community of Johnson's Landing on the shores of Kootenay Lake was virtually wiped out. Rescue efforts were suspended today because the area is just too unstable, as our Francis Silvaggio discovered himself after a very close call. He joins us now from near the site of that slide. Francis?
Well, Donna, the site of the slide is actually fairly remote, and so in order for us to get in there to get a sense of what's going on the ground, we chartered a boat, traveled about 20 kilometers north of Caslow, BC here to land on the shore. And when we got there, you saw this massive debris field, and from the untrained eye, it looked very stable. You know, we were actually even standing on at one point getting some visuals, but as we quickly learned, it was anything but safe.
Mindy Bath knew Thursday's landslide destroyed her home, but came to see for herself. What she didn't know was how dangerous a decision that would be.
I had to come and see it for myself, and I know I probably shouldn't have taken those risks, but you can't blame me. I had to try. I realized the danger immediately, and I can hear some more cracking right now. Oh, wow.
This is basically the base of the slide where all the...
Less than 10 minutes earlier, we were on shore standing at the edge of the slide, a sign of just how dangerously unpredictable the situation is for rescuers.
There's a very large debris field, and it's certainly, I think, a needle in a haystack right now.
At least 3 homes have been destroyed by the slide. Rachel and Diana Weber were inside one of them with their father. Their mother was in Florida and fears time is running out.
I have heard nothing about my family other than that they were in the house at the time of the avalanche. And from all the pictures, we know that they were in the older addition, which is underground, and they need to be dug out. And they've been underground since your time, 11 o'clock yesterday. And I'm just waiting to know if anyone's alive. And why did it take so long for them to get there today? They have their excuse yesterday, but there's no excuse for this morning.
It's terrible. You know everyone. So the people who are missing are brilliant photographs in my mind right now. I can see them all. The girls that are missing, we have watched them grow up.
But as the mountain continues to fall, so do hopes. Osa Thatcher lives next door to the Webers.
Oh my God.
Rescuers are waiting for conditions to be more stable before resuming their search, but after barely escaping with her life, Bath isn't optimistic about the family or the future of this remote community.
Johnson's Landing is destroyed. This wonderful, wonderful place, our paradise. We always called it our paradise. I had thought yesterday from the photos I saw that we would be able to salvage things once the things calm down. That's not an option now. It's absolutely, everything is gone. Everything is gone.
Francis, I can't imagine how hard it is for loved ones to wait. Do the rescue crews have any sense when they might be able to get in there safely?
Well, that's the difficult part, and just from our perspective, when we were on the ground, there was water trickling everywhere, because you have to remember that all of this debris is on a creek bed, and so it is currently being saturated. While we were there alone, we probably counted more than a dozen slides come down, and they're not small. They're bringing in tons and tons of debris, and so it's absolutely not safe. There are some geotechnicians on site taking a look at the situation, and they will only give the go-ahead when it's safe to do so.
And the houses we've seen look deeply buried. Do the crews there have the resources they need, or is there some outside expertise that they need to call on?
Well, as you can imagine, this doesn't happen every day, and it does take a very special sort of skill sets. And what happens here is that they've drawn in crews, this one out of Vancouver, the Heavy Urban Search and Rescue Crew, which hasn't been called out since Hurricane Katrina. They are now on the ground, and they'll be going into the site as soon as they've been given the okay. Just to give you some perspective, there are 5 of these crews in Canada, and the last one that was dispatched was recently dispatched from Toronto to the Elliott Lake disaster. Donna?
All right, we'll keep watching that. Francis Silvaggio, thanks so much for your reporting tonight. We're glad you're safe.